RayvenFire. In the box, you'll find the RayvenFire itself, a 10-round mag, and enough darts to fill up the mag 2.5 times. What? You'll also find the instruction booklet, which I'm not gonna read. Alright, so the RayvenFire is just a Rayven. It's basically an Elite XD Rayven. It has that same kind of paint scheme, but this one really pops out. I think they threw some extra orange in it, and it really works well. But if you flip it on the other side, economy, they didn't paint it. I was hoping so much that there was going to be the same paint scheme on the other side of the blaster, but it's all white. Still looks surprisingly good. Why you always lying? But I'm still disappointed because that looks awesome. Anyway, so this is the Nerf Elite XD Rayven. It's powered by 4 AA batteries, just like the old Rayven. Everything is exactly the same. So let's pop some batteries in here. All the same locks are in place. So of course will not rev until I load a mag in. So let's load some darts up. This mag is a new design. We had a small white mag with the Stormtrooper Deluxe Blaster from a few years ago, but this one is white on one side and transparent on the other. Looks pretty nice, but a 10-round mag really. But at least it's not a 6. So it's loaded into the blaster. So it seems to be exhibiting typical Elite blaster behavior. So the range, power, it's all what you'd expect. Performance is up to par with any stock flywheel blaster. Specifically, it's up to par with the Elite Rayven. The trigger pull still feels clunky. If you didn't like the old Rayven, nothing about this is going to change your mind really. But it's good to have the Rayven back either way. And to boot, this might be my favorite paint on a Rayven thus far. It's definitely better than the original Rayven and better than the Elite Rayven. The only challenger of this paint job would be the Stinger Rayven. I know some people don't like that, but I like that one a lot. So anyway guys, I'm not going to go over the detail too much. This is not really a typical review since this is just a repaint. I'm just really happy and excited to have the Rayven back again. If you've never used a Rayven before, it's a semi-auto flywheel blaster like the Strife, except this is one of the few actual bullpup blasters that we have, where everything is behind the grip and the trigger. The flywheels are back here, the mag is back here, and the pusher is back here. Everything's back behind the trigger, and that's what makes the Rayven pretty unique. Also, even though the stock looks kind of small, the way it's built, it's so compact and it really works even for me. And I often complain about the size of some of Nerf stocks, but the Rayven stock is nearly perfect. It looks small, especially back here, but something about the way this was designed just really works very well. Now, specifically the reason I want to make this video is because if you've seen a few other videos like from Coat Duck, she said this was solvent welded.
It's solvent welded shut. It could be a fluke, it could be... I'm scared, honestly.
Anything else?
Let's take it apart and see how that goes. I know a lot of people are scared of solvent weld, like it means the difference between modding your blaster and just giving up once the screws come out and it doesn't fall apart, but come on, we're better than that, guys. Here we go. So there was definitely some welding going on in here, some solvent welding. You can smell it. You can't smell it. I can smell it. When I put my nose to this, you can definitely smell that. There you have it. Is the RayvenFire solvent welded? Yes it is, but it's not that bad at all. It's not gonna stop you from modding this. It's not gonna stop you from opening it up or taking it apart. Never forget. Alright guys, that about does it for this video. This has been a weird kind of semi-quasi review of the new Nerf Elite RayvenFire, aka the Nerf Elite XD Rayven. Aesthetics are out of this world. I love it. I absolutely love the paint job on this thing. Well, on this side anyway. You flip it to the other side, it's plain white. Still looks kind of cool, but on this side, this is the pinnacle of Elite XD paint jobs to me. Otherwise, it's still the same old Rayven. The big problem everyone was worried about is the solvent weld, and I kind of went a little happy-go-lucky down there. I don't know how well you can see that, but I tore it up a little bit. Not a big deal. It is what it is, like I said, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. The Rayven is back, and you can buy them in abundance, although just like the Alpha Trooper that just came back in Elite XD form, the Rayven is a Kohl's exclusive in the US. And that's very bad for all of us, because I don't know if you've ever been inside of a Kohl's and looked in the Nerf department. They don't have a Nerf department. If you look in that little cubby where they keep the toys and you're lucky enough to find a Nerf blaster back there, you'll see stuff like a Big Shock for $20 or an Apollo for $50. So their prices are absolutely insane. Retail price for this Rayven, same exact Rayven that we've had, same Elite Rayven. The only difference is the paint job and this little mag. And I say little because it's 10. And for all of that, you get to buy this thing for the lovely low price of $69.99 USD. That's $70. That's the price of two Ravens. The Rayven MSRP was $35 if I'm not mistaken. So this one, for the price of two Ravens, you get the RayvenFire, and that almost seems like Fleabay pricing, doesn't it? They're price gouging, and it's Nerf sanctioned, and it's in Kohl's, the store you would never go into if they didn't get awesome exclusive Nerf blasters every so often. My suggestion, if you're a completionist, if you're a collector like me, sure, grab it. It's on sale right now, technically for $56 on the Kohl's website. So there's that. But otherwise, guys, wait. Kohl's They have ridiculously high prices, but they do have pretty decent sales every so often, and it's getting around shopping season. Black Fridays in a couple of months. I would say wait. This thing is awesome and I love it. Is it worth $70? No. That was all for this one, guys. This has been my quasi review of the Nerf Elite RayvenFire. Hope you enjoyed. It's still awesome if you like Ravens. I know Bobololo hates them with a passion. But if you like Ravens, or if you just want to make some Stravens or Dravens or whatever, it's back, guys. So rejoice. I'm pretty happy about it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.